Oh man, so there seems to be some more downside risk to Polkadot, Chainlink and MATIC, three of the coins we cover quite in detail on this channel. You guys know they're part of my long-term hodl portfolio, but I'm bringing you a short-term technical update in case any of you are trading this on a slightly shorter time frame. Now, why have I got the Bitcoin chart up? You guys already know. These last few days I've been covering this since the Bitcoin crash. We are in a Bitcoin-led market, and whenever that happens, you will see me bring up the Bitcoin chart before we get into any altcoin charts. And in this case, the unfortunate thing that I can see in the Bitcoin chart, which I covered at the beginning of my Cardano video, if you haven't watched that, go check that out as well, is that Bitcoin, unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, is still in this downward trend. And it seems to be curling over and suggesting that we could head further to the downside. So very important that we watch this. And specifically, if I show you on the 4-hourly chart, what I want you guys to watch is this on the 4-hourly chart. It's very important that this low here at about 55,700. It's very important that we don't create a lower low. If we fall down lower than that, then we continue to be in our downtrend, okay? If we can rotate before then we have a chance of creating an upward trend and a reversal pattern out of trouble and head higher on Bitcoin. And if we do so, then the altcoins which we're going to look at now can have their bullish case. If not, I need to make you guys, I have a responsibility to make you guys aware of the downside case. So if you appreciate that, smash up the likes, subscribe. Don't forget to collect your free money, guys. You've got Swissborg offering you up to 100 euros. Guys, that's up to 100 euros if you deposit just 50 euros. You've got Coinbase offering you $10 in free Bitcoin when you actually buy or sell $100 or more in crypto. And BlockFi will give you $10 in Bitcoin if you just deposit, again, $100 or equivalent in crypto. So go collect your free money, get your exchanges set up. You need to have your exchanges ready to go if you want to play this game. Right, let's look at MATIC first, because what I want to show you on MATIC is that we do indeed have some downside risk. And if I come to the daily chart, just to remind everybody of where we're at, we had in the bullish situation this cup and handle pattern forming, and it was going pretty well. We got a breakout to the upside, but then Bitcoin decides to go on its downtrend. And this is what will always happen in altcoins. You have to be very, very careful doing TA on altcoins, because you can have the best pattern you want on an altcoin on a longer term chart. If Bitcoin decides to go the other direction, it will reverse everything, okay? And that is what we're seeing with these three coins. And I want to show you what is the downside risk. And what I'm showing you is this downward trend. This is our bottom case here. We need to catch this downward trend before heading higher. So for me, on MATIC, we're falling down to the downside here. We got rejected off, well, we broke down below our neckline now. And I can see some further downside risk heading all the way, even coming down to $1.39, up to $1.31 here to pick up support from this line, and then hopefully we can bounce. If we lose this level, then we're reversing into a downward trend. But for now, we're still in an upward trend. So it's still looking good for MATIC here. We're still technically in an upward trend. As long as we can create a higher low, that is going to be important for us on MATIC. Now, you remember my price target sits at the top of this cup and handle pattern of $2.80 in the short term for MATIC. So I'm continue to hold that until we lose some of these levels here, at which point I'll update you guys on a revised target. But for now, as long as Bitcoin can reverse out, I can expect this to reverse and head higher, because these MATIC has good momentum right now. Let's take a look at DOT, and you can see it's exactly the same thing on DOT, okay? Again, you can see we're a bit more further into this because we're coming and testing this support now. Now, the beauty behind this right now on Polkadot, apart from the fundamentals, we know so many good things fundamentally are going on with Polkadot in terms of parachain adoption and people listening for parachains and the auctions getting started. This is a big moment for Polkadot, which is why their technicals are holding a little bit stronger versus some of the other coins right now. But we still have to be very, very careful. What I'm seeing right now on Polkadot is you can see the neckline of the cup and handle pattern ties in perfectly. That's there, ties in perfectly with this upward trend. So it's bouncing off of both things at the same time. So this is a very important level for Polkadot. And if we lose this level, that could set us up for quite a big bearish move to the downside, even of 2688. So I'm keeping an eye on this 2688 mark to the downside if Bitcoin has further downside. But if Bitcoin can reverse out, this is looking good for Polkadot to get to our target at least of 61 cents on our cup and handle pattern. Now, if you guys know from my Fibonacci swing lows to swing high, longer term, when Bitcoin gets moving, I expect Polkadot to quickly get to $74. I mean, given the fundamentals, that makes complete sense for me. It's a great project. It's a long-term hold for me, and I don't have any qualms holding it. Looking at Chainlink has a very similar pattern going on as well. And again, we want to obey this line here on Chainlink. Whoops, let me just delete this line. What we want to do is we want to obey this same trend line up here. But what you can see is Chainlink's in the precarious position because we're already there. It hasn't got much room for maneuver. And that's why this is very important. They're all forming the same pattern, but this one is already precariously at the bottom and it's basically not got any room to maneuver, right? So if Bitcoin continues to the downside, which we know it's got space to do on its chart, then you can see that MATIC is okay. You can see Link is okay. You can see DOT was okay as well. But Chainlink is in a bit of a predicament. So for Chainlink, if Bitcoin has further downside, I can even see us going down to collect support at some of these lower levels, in which case I'm looking at 23 and I'm also even looking at 20. These things can happen if Bitcoin really does correct strongly. To the upside, our target still remains of all the way up here on the cup and handle pattern of 56. And we know longer term on Chainlink, I've got a Fibonacci price target here at the golden ratio of 77.45 on Chainlink. So that is what I'm watching out for right now. But I want to finish off by reminding you of where we're at in the market, because this is a market led right now. This is all led by Bitcoin. I'm going to pull it up right now just to show you the exact same equivalent. It's the same pattern. You've seen me just draw it on all three of those altcoins, and it all depends whether Bitcoin decides to turn off now, in which case all the altcoins will move with it. So will it do this right now and turn with it, or will it use up all of this space, test it a few times before heading higher? That's what we need to see right now. If Bitcoin feels like it's struggling to rotate right now, which is what it's suggesting to me right now, given this red daily candle we've got today, down 2.2% at the time of recording, then that could suggest to me we're heading further lower into price targets in the 54s, in the 53s, before rotating to head higher. So there you go, guys. There's your update on Polkadot, on MATIC, on Chainlink. And if you appreciate that, smash up the likes, subscribe, and I'll continue to bring you these videos. As always, head into our free public Discord server, guys. Link will be in the pinned comment below. If you want to support this channel a little bit more, consider hitting join. There are a few different options there where you can support this channel and support my effort to bring in these types of videos on a daily basis, regardless of where I am, even from a dark, dingy hotel room. So, guys, as always, if you appreciate it, do what those things need to be done. Head into the Discord, like and subscribe. Those are the things we need, and I'll continue to bring you these videos. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.